Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. We welcome you to our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. Today we are going to read a poem, The Flower School. By seeing this title, what comes to your mind? Yes, flowers are beautiful, right? The creation of God. We enjoy their beauty, their fragrance, their smell to refresh our mind. But do you know they also go to school? Where is their school? Who teaches them? Do they have full freedom at school or have some restrictions? Do they have holidays? Yes, it was written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was born in Kolkata on 7th May 1861. He was a great poet, playwright, novelist, storyteller, and philosopher. The common theme in his writing is nature. It is also the inner voice of his poetry. He became the first Asian to win the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1913 for his collection of poems, Gitanjali. He is also well known for his contribution to art and music. He died on 7th August 1941 in Kolkata. Abhilash was the first poem published by Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore translated it into prose and poems in English as Gitanjali, Song Offerings. It was published in 1912 with an introduction by William Butler Yeats. Shall we read the poem? The Flower School. Let me tell you the summary of this poem. In this poem, the speaker is watching the monsoon rain and noticing small flowers that have bloomed all over the place. He wonders where they had been all the year around. He imagines they must have been in school just like him. The speaker wonders why the pretty flowers are so eager to come out and play. He concludes that they to need the warmth and love of their mother. Shall we read the poem, The Flower School? When storm clouds rumble in the sky and June showers come down, the moist east wind comes marching over the heath to blow its bagpipes among the bamboos. So, in this stanza, rumble. What do you mean by rumble, my dear? Yes, rumble means a series of sounds. So, to make a very long sound. So, what happens when the two clouds dash means we'll hear the sound, right? So when storm clouds rumble in the sky and June showers come down, the moist east wind comes marching over the heath to blow its bagpipes among the bamboos. So what happened? The poet starts the poem by portraying a rainy day scene from the cloudy sky and showers just coming down in the month of June. So the wind just passing through the bamboo bower, it just produces a melodious sound. So rumble means what is the meaning? A series of sounds. Showers. What do you mean by showers, Ma? A fall of rain. Yes. So it just comes down. The moist east. The moist means it's slightly wet east wind just coming and marching over the heath. Heath means a large open area, unfarmed land just covered with rough grasses and other wild plants to blow its bagpipes. Can you see the bagpipes instrument? So in this stanza, when storm clouds rumble in the sky and June showers come down. So in this first stanza, the poet starts the poem just by portraying a rainy day scene from the cloudy sky and shower just coming down in the month of June. So we'll receive a rain right in the month of June. Yes. So how the climate will be? Yes, every places it will be slightly wet and just coming down through the place of open area of wild unfarmed land. It was just covered with rough grass. So bagpipes means a musical instrument. So once wind is blowing into that means what will happen? We can hear a melodious sound. Okay, and then crowds of flowers come out of a sudden from nobody knows where and dance upon the grass in wild glee. So what happened? In the rainy season, the flowers blossom out of nowhere and dance so happily. Glee means so happy. Okay. And then crowds of flowers just come out. So once the rain will receive means what will happen? The plants, yeah, the flower plants will bloom or flower, right? So all of a sudden it came out, but nobody knows where it was this plant had been and dance upon the grass and wildly. So happily it will be dancing. So in this stanza, in the rainy season, the flowers just blossom out, bloom out of nowhere and dance happily. Here the poet says to his mother, she feels the flowers are so happy. And then, mother, I really think the flowers go to school underground. They do their lessons with doors shut. And if they want to come out to play before it is time, their master makes them stand in a corner. So, in this line, the poet feels and tell to his mother, the flowers go to school underground where they learn their lessons behind a door shut. And it tells their masters doesn't let them to go out to play before the time of the lesson. So once they have to complete the task and then only they have to read or play. Yes or no? So the master makes them stand in a corner. So you have to complete the task and then only you have to go out to play. When the rain comes, they have their holidays. Branches clash together in the forest and the leaves rustle in the wild wind. The thunder clouds clap their giant hands and the flower children rush out in dresses of pink and yellow and white. So in this stanza, when the rain falls, they have their holidays. In the rains, the branches of trees in the forest clash, so they will be having a clash. So the once the wind is blowing in, what will happen? The branches will go up and down. Suddenly, it will hit the other branches, or no? And then the leaves rustle the sound made by the wild wind. Yes, the dry leaves. And then the thunder clouds clap their giant hands and the flower children rush out in dresses of pink and yellow and white. So what happens? When the rains fall, they have their holidays. In the rains, the branches of trees in the forest flash. The cloud winds, the loud, the loud clouds make noise by clapping their big hands. At this time, the flower children just come out dressed in vibrant colors like pink and yellow and white. Do you know, mother? Their home is in the sky, where the stars are. Haven't you seen how eager they are to get there? Don't you know where they are in such a hurry? So, in the last stanza, the poet is longing for his dead mother. So he asked his mother if she knew the flower home also was in the sky among the stars. He again asked her if he had not noticed how eager the flowers always were to get back to their home. So the last line of the poem brings tears to the eyes of the readers. The poet says he knows why the flowers raise their arms to the sky. They do so because their mother is in the sky, exactly like the poet's mother, who also became a star in the sky after she died. Yes or no? Yeah. Have you understood? Yes. Let me just sum up the whole poem. This poem is a vivid description of a budding flower and their growth in spring season, and it compares flowers to young school children. The speaker says to be a young child who speaks to a mother figure in the poem, saying that he believes that the flower must go to school underground. The flowers bursting from the ground and reaching to the sky of their mother. Remember the poet of school, children who had been kept indoors for too long. Understood, children? Thank you. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.